What is up everyone, Northside here, welcome to my channel. I hope you had a nice weekend and a month before that. I hope you're all safe and healthy. So this video is gonna obviously be about Tyrant weapons. Now disclaimer one, it's unofficial that this set is already on the list for the nerfs. Thanks to Manchild who's running this team, who promised us the best MMORPG in the world, and yet here we are over a year later where we are. We're gonna talk about the Tyrant set. We are at the good old Chult, and funny enough, when Chult came out, original Chult, I was like under the impression that the map is too small. It was devised kind of to have underground tunnels filled with hunt marks, and it was decent. Regarding the set, now this is my current one of the current many setups I have. You can see how I distribute my stats, my item level. Now my weapons are exalted. However, it doesn't have to be exalted. In order to exalt these weapons, you need ampules. Ampules that comes once a week from Cradle of Dead God. I queued 3 times to check what's happening in a public random queue, and I had 3 abandoned instances of Cradle of the Dead God. I think that says a lot. Okay, I think that says a lot. Exalted Spine Thrasher. So this is for my class. Of course, there's for all classes. You can see that the item level is lower, which affects my total item level, which then again affects my total overall damage. However, I can afford that because I'm endgame player, and that's it. Now this is far from best, but it can be a bridge to, if you're still chasing that Lionheart set, that can at any time be adjusted again. Let's call it adjusted, so I don't trigger the snowflakes. The set is at the start of the combat. Your damage, healing, and damage resistance is increased by 1%. Very cool. For every 5 seconds you're in combat, this increase by 1%. These increases are doubled if affected by a Trophy Hunter buff. Now I'm not really interested in that, but maximum 10% increase. In theory, you can get 10% damage, which I really want. So in theory, if we go into the fight with, let's say we go into a fight with Lionheart Greatsword and stamina is full, we are instantly, this set is beaten. However, for the longer fight, and if you're in constant combat, this set will give you 10% more damage. Henceforth, it will be 2.5% more raw damage than Lionheart Greatsword, for example. Regarding the Master Bronzewood, he gives you, if you're alone, this set gives you +2, +2, and -1 outgoing damage, healing, and damage incoming. After 10 seconds, this set will eventually start beating the the Master Bronzewood set. So this is all about the variety that they're talk so highly about, and I'm all for that. But it's simply people discarded these weapons. There are people who are hoarding. I actually just killed I think 2 or 3 tyrants, and I got the weapons. Of course, I also got a lot of non-class weapons, sadly, like this Jawbreaker. It's for the paladin. Why this was actually quite popular back in the days, because you could get heals of Boots of the Wild. Your at will powers do 3% more damage. You can get nice Jawbreakers. I think I have them. Let me see. Jaw Ripper gloves. Your encounter powers do 3% more damage. So this Tyrant fight was really cool, you know. It gave a nice gear, and people were doing this. And you know what? You can hear all these people here. They're just running around. There's mostly not newer players, but I saw some names that I recognize from the game, and they're not digging maps, because here this is one of the area where you actually have nodes for the professions, for obsidian, for stuff like that, which is very expensive. And you can see people are doing quests and stuff like that. In order to get these weapons, you're going to eventually have to get the final lure, and I'm going to try to find it. It's actually Rotten Flesh. Basically, you have to kill certain marks, get the drops, and now when the Chult was actually introduced, the drops from the hunts were not, when Chult was introduced, the drops were not guaranteed. Now they are, and when you kill a hunt mark, you will get a drop. When you're finished with this, you go to the lost city of Omu. You can exchange these hunt marks drops for tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and eventually you will be able to buy the tier 3 lure that will summon the Tyrant. So let me show you how it looks like really quick, and I'll be right back. And here we have arrived. So this is the location of the where you summon the Tyrant. So you can see this glowing box here, meaning that I can summon the Tyrant. He will come out from this big hole here, and it's close to the heroic encounter. It was really good heroic. I mean, I can't believe I said that, but a lot of people came to do this for the currency and stuff like that. So this is where you summon him. And I would advise you, if you're not really strong enough and you don't have scrolls of life, you do not want to waste the Tyrant. Okay. Also, do not spend a bazillion AD on this lure or reagents for this lure, because you can farm it for yourself. It's not that hard, and if you want some variety, try to make different loadouts for different situation. I'm aiming for 3 or 4 loadouts. This is what you want, and don't overpay it. And of course, there is currently a bug. After 10 minutes the buff disappears. So much for bugless releases and items and stuff like that. I understand that there's so many games that don't release content with bugs, but if you say something, if you promise something, if you have to stand behind those words. That's the point. One more time, these are the Tyrant weapons, and they have 3 stats that are very useful. 5 seconds delay, and eventually, if it's a little longer fight or a longer fight, it will give you 10% damage, of course, and damage resistance, damage, and healing, which is pretty cool. Thank you for watching. This was Northside, and I'll see you in another video. I have something prepared for you, and we will talk about other stuff. And for now, Northside is out. Any questions, shoot it in the comment section, and I will gladly reply. Bye bye.